Few professional-tier cameras have captured the imaginations and stirred the photographic visions of as many photographers as the OM-1. The OM-1 represents the pinnacle of manual focus SLR design refinement. The shutter trips with a quiet, near leaf-like click that barely registers in the holder's hands. The viewfinder beams brightly into the user's eye a large, crisp image and itself represents the camera's best user interface feature. Though small, the OM-1 fits well into any hand because the layout, the ring and button placement, and the shape meld together like a jigsaw puzzle that goes together easily on the first try. If you've never used an OM-1, you have not yet truly enjoyed vintage SLR photography. I first used the OM-1 around 7 or 8 years ago, and it spoiled me from my other cameras. In fact, as I now work to trim my collection to only a handful of cameras, I find myself asking what cameras I want to keep, and one criterion for that, for 35mm cameras at least, they have to be better than the OM-1, and that leaves me with very few. The OM-4, Pentax LX, the old Canon F-1, Nikon F3, and the Minolta Alpha 9 come to mind. And these are the 35mm cameras that I love to use the most. Well, these, and the OM-1. And that list is quite good company. It's exclusive as a no-limit Amex. It's as hard to get into as a trendy bar in Manhattan on opening night. For me, the OM-1, and what sets it apart from every other camera I've used, is the way that it creates harmony between design and function, a combination as perfect as blues piano and 12-year-old whiskey. That Olympus backed the camera with one of the most well-designed lens systems of its era barely registers as a footnote in most reviews. But let's be clear, no camera, no matter how perfect, will be revered or loved or desired without good lenses in front of it. Olympus, I believe, must have viewed the OM system as an entire package, what we today in the tech world call an ecosystem. System cameras aimed to bring users into the brand and retain them for decades. That OM cameras, especially the OM-1, are one of the film camera models I see most on other hikers and people on city streets today, attests to the success Olympus had in that regard. Why they succeeded boils down to their pursuit and achievement of a singular goal: to do the very hard work of design so that the camera could be learned quickly, used by anyone, and work reliably, creating a tool that works well for the user at the expense of creating design challenges for the creator, requires a dedication to the product, a commitment to the user experience, and a mindset that perceives the product in the same way a new user would. Most products don't meet these challenges. The OM-1 excels at all three. And yes, if you wanted to do a case study on product design that meets the objectives of providing users with an exceptional experience, a better product than the OM-1 would be hard to find. More than just in the way that the camera works with the photographer. More than in the way that the lenses capture images. The OM-1 is an empirically beautiful camera. Like Renaissance sculptures, the OM-1 shows refinement in its form, skill in its craftsmanship, and beauty in its appearance. The OM-1, as much of a joy as it is to use, is also a joy to look at and to appreciate. So if you're here looking for a vintage manual film camera, maybe your first, maybe one of many on your shelf, the best thing I can tell you about the OM-1 is that it's designed to be used, to take photos, to share the still images of your creative vision with others. So the takeaway here for you should be that this camera is a pleasure to use, easy, reliable, and it will spoil you for other cameras.
I want somebody next